All right, I'll admit it. Some of you commenters are actually way freaking smarter than you lead on. Some of you guys mentioned that the tree was a little bit too dark when I was showing it off. And you know what? You guys had a good point. And what the... These dang Endermen are here just to ruin my life. But I added in some light shafts. Oh, it's turning nighttime. It's hard to tell. There we go. Oh, yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, I added in some of these light shafts here. You're just using some glass, you know, to let a little bit of light through. And it is already lighting up the tree way better than I did with all my glow lichen and everything. So I'm kind of going through right now and adding in some of those little light rays. Yes, light rays. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, wow. Thanks for the suggestion, guys. This looks so much better. All right, let's grab Mueller over here. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's a good name. Your name's gonna be Mueller, okay? How'd you get out? Tina? Anyways, in today's episode, we're gonna be working... Oh, forgot about this. This is so awesome. We're gonna be working on more of these flower fields. I want to make one more on the right over here, taking up all this space. I mentioned that last time, and I think it's time we bring that into fruition. So we'll work on that. We'll kind of have the bushes kind of go along this path and continue over here. We have a lot more terraforming to do. Look how ugly the terraforming is over here. It's just so nasty. There's so many little divots. Like, why are these all here, man? We'll fix up some of the terrain, extend out these fields here. I think it would be cool to change the orientation of it. So let's say like we're going vertical right now. These are all going vertically that way. So we'll go horizontally to the left for sure. And I also want to make a beautiful windmill somewhere in the middle of these flower fields. And I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, I'm very inspired by Denmark right now for some reason. Shout out Denmark. There was someone in my comments who was from Denmark. Thank you. I also really want to focus on making it kind of feel like a painting in a way. That's something that I've been, you know, last episode I talked a lot about less is more, which I think was a good little value there. But also like setting up angles for there to be a portrait to be made, like, you know, a nice little landscape to look at. So our canvas, you know, where you view our painting is going to be all along this path right here. So we really want to make this path nice and pretty. And I think we're working on that pretty well right now. We have the flower field. We have the house as a nice little like focal point. I want one more focal point, kind of, I think, right here on that hill to be our windmill. It doesn't really make sense, I guess. It doesn't get... I don't know how windmills work. Do windmills work on like little mountainsides? Like, we're in a valley. Like, I don't know how windy it would be in a valley. And then we also, to continue that whole painting canvas thing, we also have this whole path here, which I already think is a beautiful little entrance into the White Bridge area there. And yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty inspired today. So I think we just get started. Let's get planting on some more flowers. I gotta run our little flower machines on the other side of this mountain. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Well, okay, for you guys get it quick. You guys get a nice little shortcut. So I'll see you guys in a few seconds. All right, the flower field has been placed, and ooh, it's looking real good from over here, over in Nasita. Oh man, the flower fields are just so cool, man. Such a pop of color, very, very pretty. Let's look at it from the wall over here that we looked at last time. Oh yeah, oh that's so awesome. Oh man, I love that so much. I think that might be enough though. I don't know if we need to do any more flower fields. Maybe. I'm kind of thinking it might be cool to go up the hill a little bit there. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a ridge right there. It might be pretty cool. Maybe we do a little bit of terraforming to have a bit more of a slope, like a smoother slope. But then we just kind of add in a few more flowers in the back there. But like the flow of the flower fields are feeling so... They feel so epic, bro. I love this, bro. Oh, I don't know why I'm broing so much. What the bro? Coming around the corner and yup. I love it. I love it so much. Now you can see we used one new flower in here. And I actually quite like how it contrasts. It's really bright. We got the blue orchids in here. And the orchids fill up a lot more space than the other flowers. Kind of similar to these ones. Not the azure bluets. Yes, that's what they're called. But yeah, the orchids here, they're so blue. They're very, very bright. And it's a nice little contrast. You know, we got one, I think we have two of these technically. One in the very back over here. But I love this. Yeah, it's a nice little color pop. You know, it's a little different than the other field that we used right there. So maybe there's one more flower we can use for our third field if we do one more just right back there. I'll probably just do it between clips here because it is a little repetitive. And you guys have already seen me make 2 flower fields between 2 episodes. So, you know, I'll just do that one real quick in the background. But I also did a little bit of detailing over here behind our house. Not too much, you know, but a nice little apiary area over here. You know, got some little like lids and stuff right here, a bunch of little flowers in some pots, a little honey barrel and stuff. Just little minor details. I'm still going to add some more, especially to the front here, where it's looking a little dry. But I definitely want to add another one of these mossy walls kind of right here in front of the house. Maybe like a little mailbox or something, like someone, you know, lives right here and they get mail every so often. You know, once again, less is more, getting some more of those details. But I also want to work more on these trees, throwing in a few more of these. We need to hit our quota for the day. And I'm going to try to make 15. I think that's my goal, to make 15 more of these trees. I think we're going to chop down most of these trees right here and kind of spread them out along this little side right here. Try not to come out too far here because I'm not sure what our plan is for, you know, the roads and decorating around the White Bridge city area, but I know we'll definitely be expanding over onto this side. But yeah, we'll work on some more trees, and then after that, I have a really cool build to build for you guys. I'm excited to not be building foliage for once. It's been a lot of foliage in these past little few builds. You know, we made the tree, the flower field, more trees, so we'll be building an actual building, and we'll be building it right over here. Right on that little mound there. It's gonna be a really cool windmill, but we'll get to it when it's time to talk about it. I just finished designing it. It looks so awesome. It's one of my favorite windmill designs I've ever done or even seen. I think it's pretty unique too. I was looking up a lot of windmill designs, like Minecraft ones, and a lot of them they felt all the same. You know, a lot of people make the same shape of a windmill, same like building style. You know, all really medieval. So I kind of went a little bit more like Dutch with it, and I think it's gonna be a really cool design. But anyways, let's work on some trees over here. Let's just do a little time lapse for it again. So cue the time lapse. All right, we got our new trees in, 15 more, which is a little dent in our overall progress, of 250 trees I have to plant. So now we're like, you know, 27 down, pretty good, pretty happy with that. We got a few new designs in here too. I decided to change up some of the trunk sizes to be a little bit thicker at the bottom and go a little bit taller on the tree. It's looking pretty good. It's nice to have some height variation, you know. And we got this, you know, the birch variants in here as well, kind of mixed in a little bit. I love it. I absolutely love how this is turning out. And now, like, especially coming through this way, it looks like fully wooded, you know. Especially like over here, doesn't feel like there's a bunch of default Minecraft trees kind of lingering in the background like there was before. So yeah, we made a pretty good dent. There's still some open room here for more trees. The issue is that, like, dude, gathering leaves in this game sucks. There's no other, like, easy way to gather leaves. And I hate sitting there gathering leaves for 20 minutes on end, or even longer, honestly. I'll sit there for so long, like an hour, and just gather 2 or 3 shulkers worth of spruce leaves. And within, you know, like 20 minutes of me doing this, I'm already gone through a shulker. Like, it's so ridiculous. So the amount of leaves I'm at the mine overall is going to take forever. Actually, I'm curious about the stats. Oops. Oh, look at that. Birch leaves and spruce leaves are on the up. Wow, the birch leaves are way up there. Stone is almost at 75k, which is pretty insane. Oh, man. Yeah, but then we got the flower field over here, and I think we're almost ready to start working on the windmill. What is... Oh no, what's this? Eviction notice. This house is being removed. Please vacate. This house is being moved to Whitebridge. Bye. Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's being evicted? For what? Like, I get there's no interior or anything, but, you know, but we guess we gotta, oh, alright, I guess, the eviction was automatic. It's already here in Whitebridge. Cool. Okay, that makes my life a little bit easier, huh? Let's head on over to our new windmill spot, going through the little forest here. And yes, that moving was evicted purely because I was looking at the angles and kind of trying to figure out where I should put this windmill at, and I decided that I actually already had a building exactly where I wanted the windmill to be. So we're gonna put the windmill right here. We might have to change up a little bit of the backyard here, just kind of cutting off a few of these hives here, but everything else should fit pretty well. And yeah, man, I'm excited to work on this build and talk about it a little bit more with you guys. Now, I also have something I want to show you guys before we jump into the build here, but we're gonna have to wait for it to be nighttime. Okay, it's turning nighttime. Look at it, you can slowly see them showing up. We got some fancy looking stars. Now, normally I have the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack where it kind of just makes them all like shimmer a little bit and they kind of just shine a little bit more. But this is a mod called Astrocraft I recently found, and it adds like real constellations and real stars from like our actual Earth sky. It's pretty cool. And you can find like other planets. Like I think that might be a planet right there. That could be Mars right there, possibly, I think. But anyways, this is like such a, oh, there's a planet right there. Look at that. And like a little moon right there too. It's so cool. It's like really, oh, it's such a pretty night sky. It also makes it so nighttime's a little bit brighter. Like you can see just a little bit more than you typically can, but it still preserves like the lighting values. Like it doesn't feel like it's like it messes with lighting too much, but like there's real constellations here. Hold on. I can even turn on right here overlays and show constellations. And look at that. You can see all the fancy constellations. Now I don't know them all, but it's just so freaking sweet that this can be seen in Minecraft. And I mean, I just think it's awesome. And it also adds eclipses and stuff like that. I have yet to witness one. I've been keeping my eyes peeled because I want to see one. It just sounds cool. But yeah, this is like what I wanted to show you guys. And this has also been added. Did I just see another planet? No, I didn't. This will also be added to the Barce's Experience mod pack in the update following this video. So if you guys want to download this mod and also update your mod packs if you're using my mod pack, it will be included in the next update. All right, now we sleep though because it is freaking dangerous. Good morning. All right, let's get started on this build though. I'm very excited to start working on this. Such a cool windmill, as you guys can tell from the thumbnail. So yeah, I think we just get started on it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the montage. Alright guys, here is the windmill. Oh, it looks so freaking good. I love this. This is like one of my favorite builds. I feel like I say it every episode. I keep one-upping myself. I keep pushing my limits. And it's so enjoyable. Like pushing myself, really. So this was based off of a little artwork piece that I found on Pinterest. And I kind of just converted it to Minecraft. Excuse me, Bush. And I like am in love with the shape of this building. The little like just like all the minor details. The wind blades up here, like the main windmill, is also really cool too because I haven't really seen anyone have like these kind of details on the actual like sails themselves. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty unique. I don't you know, you see a lot of the same old designs. It's been tried and tested. I mean, people have made windmills for as long as Minecraft's been around. Ever since they added wool, essentially people have been like, let's make a windmill. I feel like I did a really good job of kind of having it in my own way, my own kind of style. Additionally, this little windmill was a piece of work, man. I was originally wanting to use banners for this and kind of have it be on this diagonal plane. That was my main challenge with this build, was trying to have this little mini kind of like turbine wind sail thing on the side. I wanted it to be diagonal just to kind of, have a little extra shape to it, a little extra dimension. So I really worked on this one for a while, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out too. And also, like, the birch trapdoors there, they kind of look like sails already. So that could be something too for another like main windmill design, is just using those birch trapdoors, because they have like that white sheet in the middle, which already kind of looks like a framed like windmill sail. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out. It's a little plank there with a little like stick, little tripod thing. I don't know what to call it. And then, yeah, just holding out the turbine there. Then down here we have some houses here with some cool looking little roofs, kind of being all peaky and pointy. And we got a little flag on there. That's supposed to be like a wind flag, I think you usually see them on like airports and stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to interpret in Minecraft. Originally, I had like a little wool thing, but it didn't really quite hit. So I ended up just doing a banner. I think the banner works quite well. Yeah, our palette here is pretty interesting too, because we have a nice solid, black to white gradient here. Oops, sorry about that. Now there's actually the texturing here on the base level. Oh, dude, I was looking for these slabs earlier. I couldn't find them. There they are. I got really irritated when I couldn't find them. I was like, did I really not pack enough slabs? We use this really interesting. Okay, so my main objective on this bottom, it was another challenge of mine, was to make like big cobblestone looking textures with like grout in between. And sure, I could have used cobblestone or even like cobbled deep slate, but I wanted to push myself a little bit and try having some sort of way of getting big cobblestone pieces, like one big chunk of rock, and then having grout in between. So I think I did a pretty good job with it using the andesite. And because, the andesite, it's a pretty light block, but because it's back one block and because of ambient occlusion, it makes it a little bit darker, so it kind of works pretty well as like a light dark grout, like a nice dark gray. So you can see it really well on this backside here. Yeah, the texturing here is pretty damn good, and you can just kind of see the grout lines of the big cobblestone pieces. You use a little bit of your imagination, but it works pretty well. It shows itself. It's kind of tough to see, especially on a curved building. This is another really good side to see it from. And also just the whole gradient in itself, just using a nice blend to get up there. Once I got to this layer, I kind of just started doing a regular gradient there, with these blocks. I did the big cobblestone pieces also a little bit higher up, but instead of trying to get all detailed with the grout, decided just to do the cobbled deep slate, because otherwise it looked a little too messy. So I kind of just cleaned it up on the upper side here. And plus, it's just like, we're just like gradienting, transitioning out. So I didn't want to go too crazy with it. Hi, Mueller. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this build, and I hope it's I might post this on my my Instagram. I do have an Instagram where I post my builds. I'm not as active on there as I want to be, but I'm gonna start posting on there a little bit more often. So if you're interested in following that, it's at building with barce with periods in between all of those on Instagram. Oh, so pretty! Oh my gosh! And eventually, we'll have more flowers in the background too. I might just do that off camera. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I might just do it at the end of this episode while I'm setting up for the thumbnail and everything, just kind of getting that nice extra little bit of flour in there. But that's pretty much the whole episode. I think this might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I do appreciate you guys sticking around to the end and always hanging out with me and having a good time building and vibing with me. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new, make sure to get subscribed. And if you really enjoyed the content, join as a member. All right, that's it.